Fish on, didn't even start the show yet. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Saturday Mornings with Paul K. Started off with a bang. Good morning, Canal reps and outdoors people. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Morning with Paul K. Saturday morning outdoors. Just setting up the gear and I got the bite, and let's see what this week brings us. Welcome to my channel, and if you like down here, I think it is, subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, so forth. You know what to do. And giving it a whirl on the world famous Cape Cod Canal, striped bass, as usual. We'll come up with a weekly report and we'll let you know what the conditions are this week on the Cape Cod Canal, and hopefully it treats us good. Welcome outdoorsmen, welcome stripermen and surfmen. This channel is for you. This Monday is opening a bow season. We're getting all the gear ready. Go bow hunting, and pheasant season opens up next week. Yahoo! It's a great time being outdoorsman. So come on out here. Massachusetts, especially Eastern Mass. Well, no, the whole state has a lot to offer in the outdoors. That's the purpose of this channel, to showcase the beautiful opportunities we have to hunt and fish in this great state. And the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife does so much to keep it running well, and I hope we do our part too as sportsmen. I'm sure we do. Anyway, enough with the preaching. Let's get on with the fishing. And so the conditions for this week, for those guys that are going to go this weekend, or tonight, or tomorrow, or today. Temps in the low 70s, extremely comfortable right now. We had a bunch of rain most of the week, and wind, but that subsided, and nice clear skies. Actually, it's a bluebird day. High pressure has moved in. Barometric pressure is 30.02 and risifying. Wind is out of the full-on west, which means a storm has passed, and that's the freshening wind generally when it comes straight out of the west. And moon is coming up on a full moon in about a day or two, and pretty nice day to be out here. The wind is about 12 to 15 miles an hour, and it's very comfortable to be out here. A lot warmer than I thought it was going to be. Just kind of heavy, and it's all right. Rather have it than not. But those are the conditions today, and hopefully the fishies will be wanting to cooperate. Let you know. So that says secret sauce. And last week and the week before, using oil of Denise, I said it would be more expedient to put it in a spray bottle, and because when you're just pouring it out of the bottle, most of it goes up, a good amount goes on the ground. So kind of cool. Dollar store, 2 for $1. and just pour the oil of Denise in there, and now it should be way more efficient. And more importantly, what I like to say about that is necessity is the mother of invention, without getting too corny, but that's one of the real reasons why I love hunting, fishing, and trapping and outdoor stuff, is when always room for improvement and the innovation. You see something that can be improved upon and you act on it, and I love that aspect on it. I'm a builder kind of guy, a do it kind of guy, tools and all that, and when I come across a problem, it is so much fun to me to figure out maybe a better way, and it just keeps you rolling. I don't know, guys think that way. I don't know if chicks think that way, but guys do. We're always trying to improve this or that, make it more expedient and functional. But anyway, oil of anise in the spray bottle. So kind of cool, I think, and very much efficient and cheap, a cheap fix. But I thought you'd like to see that. Let you know what happens. So it's not rocket science, but how's that for efficiency? Pretty cool. Used very little on that too, and I can smell it from here. And because I have a miniature brain, I forgot to mention, when we first started, we're working on the west tide, on the west tide, the tide going that way, and now it's in slackification, so it's slowing down, and we're gonna fish the slack. A couple of fishermen out for a day. And so we're on the turnover now. It's heading east, my favorite tide. We'll see where that brings. And I wish those fishermen good luck. They give me the thumbs up sign. I don't know if you can see them or not, but turkey hawk soaring around on the updrafts of the canal. Huge wingspan. I don't know what he's around here, how much turkeys there are around here. They do a valuable, not a turkey hawk, a turkey vulture, but they clean up the carrion of the woods, all the dead stuff. They do a vital job, but they're beautiful to watch. Huge wingspan, about the size of an eagle, and they just ride the updrafts a lot, circling around looking for carrion. Here it comes. Oh, there's a bite. Look at that, huh? That's something. A harbinger. Let's get it. That hit is the biggest thrill, though. So it's kind of one of the problems. It's fun. I love bringing this show. Every aspect of it. I love photography. I love fishing and hunting, of course. But I have lost so many fish because I am the sole everything. I find the spots to fish. I am the fisherman. I am the editor. And with these circle hooks, you have to keep a taut line and pressure, and you'll land every single one of these. Well, 99% of them. If one is just hooked on the little edge corner of the mount, you might rip that free. But here, generally when I get a strike, I have to go over and turn the camera on. On that particular instance, I was filming, and you know, I happened to get a strike while filming, and you saw it, but that's why they don't stay pinned. I'd have to set the camera up, and it's happened so many times. I've 5 to 1 lost so many fish, whether they're stripers or a lot of black sea bass this year. But the lesson learned is I'm not going to stop obviously filming to create this show, but it's just me. I'm the cameraman also. So the time that it takes me to turn the camera on and then get pressure back on the rod, it's hard to do, you know, to keep pressure on, because that's the key with the circle hooks. You have to keep a taut line always so they can't get leverage. And what happens is, obviously, when I go to put the camera on, I'm leaving slack on the line, and the fish either goes to the bottom and rubs the hook out, or has leverage to unpin himself, and it's freaking frustrating. It's wicked fun, but man, I lose a lot of fish, but I don't care. It's for the sake of the show production for you guys, and for myself, the enjoyment of showing the purpose of the show. But they get, by far more fish get unpinned that way, and that's exactly what happens. That's exactly the way it happens. Slack. So the lesson learned is keep slack on the circle hooks. You need to keep, don't do that. Keep the pressure on the circle hooks always, at all times, and you'll land the fish almost 100% of the time. When I give slack, that's when I lose the fish, and unfortunately I can't get around that. But that was a cool hit, wasn't it? And furthermore, if we were still using the J hooks, every one of these fish would be landed, because they swallow it and gut hook them. But that's the beauty and the purpose of the circle hooks, and the wisdom of the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, is that you're hooking them on the side of the mouth all the time. With the J hooks, I'd land every one of these fish, but for the sake of conservation, and just, I don't care what the species, if I'm not going to eat them, I want them to swim away, of course. And everyone should too, to protect the species so we can continue on fishing. And circle hooks make good sense. So that's my pick on that. Another strategy on landing these fish, I was thinking, just reel the fish in, then hold the fish up. I've done that a few times on the show. Like, reel the fish in without being filmed and going through that step. But I get it. The full-on content and fun of watching a fishing show is seeing the guy reel the fish in. You know, that's really fun, seeing the bend in the rod and so forth. And also proving that someone just didn't go out and buy a mess of fish and throw them on the ground and hold each one up and say, look, you know. So this ain't that kind of show, as you can tell by now. It's a good, honest show, and tell it like it is. So contemplating, just reel the fish in and hold it up, that's out too. So, but this is what it takes to bring this stuff in real life situations, and it's wicked fun, but it's frustrating to not land them fish, you know. Take the hero shot and hold it up, yeah, you know, that's part of it, you know. But that's fishing and not getting. So let you know. And this is how the big boys do it. Look at that, Hustler. What a cool name for a fishing boat. That is too cool. That's awesome. Hustler. Wow, that's a good size one too. Looking at the condition of it, he's been doing that for a long time. Making money from the ocean. The Hustler. It's impressive. Unless he's that crippled guy that owns that dirty magazine. I have no clue what that is, but it's huge. Look at that right here, right in front. Look at that. What is it? It's a shark of something? What the hell? It's big, fairly big. Look at that. Wonder what it is. See if I can get up closer. He's in pretty close. Look at that. What the hell is that? Come back, come back. Come on up. I don't want to spook it by moving. Look at the size of that thing. See if I can get a little closer. He's gonna spook as soon as I move. They're very sensitive to upper movements. He's right here. I don't know, it looked kind of flat. Very unusual. What in the world was that? Anyone know? Right up in the comments. That was something. Yeah, if you get up in movement, they're wary of stuff coming from above, but very interesting. This is what I'm talking about. You know, I've had right whales breaching literally 20 feet out there. Massive creatures, just unbelievably beautiful stuff. You've seen it. Trail boss. Well, once again, I'm getting low on the bait situation, and been here for a good stretch. It's a little tidal adjustment. That's not a hit. And I hope you enjoy this edition of this particular edition of Saturday Mornings Outdoors. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I can give you a little enjoyment. Thanks for coming along. I really appreciate your patronage. I hope you can get a laugh or two out of this, and I really enjoy bringing it to you. And thank you very much for watching. And so next week, I don't know, we'll maybe back here, or it's getting on in small game season, and next week's the beginning of pheasant. So who knows where it'll take us. We'll find out next week. Same rat time, same rat channel, except that Canal rats, if I'm pheasant hunting, it'll be the same pheasant channel or whatever. So, wherever it takes us, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and thanks for coming along, guys. See you next week.